Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's nearly that time of year again. It's nearly Black Friday. Let's get our wish lists out. Let me talk you through what I'm looking for this year. I might be able to give you some inspiration. Let's have a look. Black Friday is one of those times of year that I used to hate it, but only because I got sucked into buying loads of crap that I didn't want or need. Because it was cheap, because it was on sale, because it was 70% off. Last year, I did the same video and you guys loved it. So let's do it again. Let's get our heads together. Let's plan some stuff because we all really want certain things and then we don't think about it. Then the holidays come and go and we're like, oh, I should have really got that. Oh, that's annoying. So I'm here to help you not have to worry about any of that stuff. This is what I'm looking for this year. And what I used to do at Black Friday was just scroll aimlessly through Look Fantastic and Cult Beauty and all those things and just be like, oh, that looks good, I'll try that. Oh, that's good, I'll try that. And it was always a disaster. So I have a list. I make the list, I stick to the list, and this year I'm sharing it with you again. So let's get into the order. We have the Hourglass brow pencil in, I think it's warm brown I use. This is my go-to brow pencil, but it's quite expensive. It's £27 full price. Now, Hourglass generally don't do great sales. They hardly have any sales, but the last couple of years, if you are on their mailing list, you get a VIP invite to like a friends and family, either 20 or 25% off. So if I didn't get sucked into all the other Hourglass stuff, I could buy 2 or 3 brow pencils and that would probably do me for the whole year. Because nowadays, as I've said before, my brows, they are thicker than they were a couple of years ago. I grew them out during lockdown and now I just have to fill them in a little bit. So I don't use a ton of product. So I reckon I could get through 3 of them in the whole year. So I'm looking to buy 3 of the Hourglass brow pencils. So I'm going to tick that off of my list. While we're on Hourglass, we might as well just stick to it. So I really still want the elephant palette. I love the butterfly palette that I got, and I got that on, what was it now? I think that was Sephora UK. Sephora is in the UK, oh my God. Anyway, whole different thing. So on Sephora UK, they had it for £45, and then lots of you beautiful followers, you sent me the code for the extra £10 off. So I got the £78 palette for £35, and the butterfly one is gorgeous. I bought the tiger one initially and it was just way too dark for my skin tone. I'm so excited that Hourglass are now catering for darker skin tones, but that one just wasn't for me. So I want the elephant palette. And I still kind of want that because these palettes, I use them every day. I don't collect them, I use them. So I'm looking to pick that up. What next? Pat McGrath Moonlit Seduction palette. I didn't poo-poo this when it first came out. I just didn't jump on it straight away. I love Pat McGrath and I love this palette, it's beautiful. However, I went a little bit nuts when I first fell in love with Pat McGrath products and I bought loads of palettes. I have since sold some of those palettes because I just don't use them every day. The Bronze Seduction I use a lot, and the Midnight Sun I use a lot. A Utopian Dream is more for spring, summer, but I love it. So I now just have those 3. The Moonlight Seduction is a bit special. It's cool tone, so great for the grey hairs. It's great for winter, and it just has the most beautiful sparkles like all of her amazing palettes. But I think this one for me is going to be a keeper. She normally does a really good sale around the Black Friday. So, and it is like they do ship from the USA, but I have, touch wood and whistle, never had a bad experience. You will not get it quickly. You will have to wait a week or 2 to get it, but once it ships, it's with you within 48 hours, so I can't knock that at all. Next up, I really want the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in deep or dark. I need to test it on my skin tone now. I don't know if you remember talking through my spring summer makeup with you, that I was using the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in dark for a bronzer. And it was the best tip I ever got from somebody in MAC. This brilliant makeup artist was like, have you tried this for a bronzer? And said, I wanted a flat matte bronzer. And obviously the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish is a powder foundation. I would never have thought of using it as a bronzer, but you know what? One of the best bronzers ever. So I want to try one again in a colour that's going to suit me, because in the winter I do struggle. I love Stone Street by Bobbi Brown, but at the moment I still have a little bit of my summer tan left. I don't know how that happened, but I still do. So I want something that's sort of warm, but not too warm. So I think that is going to be a really good one for me. So I'm looking for those. Then I need a backup of this lip gloss, which is my favourite lip gloss ever, which is the Chanel Rose Naif. I think it's shade 809. I'll put it here. But honestly, it's the best sort of very light pink, milky looking lip gloss. Goes with everything, goes with any makeup look. I utterly love it. And I just smash through loads of them every single year. So I need a backup. Then I move on to nail polishes. I love OPI polish, love it with a passion. And there are some shades that are timeless, that I owned before, that I used up or they dried out and I had to get rid of them. But I really want to pick up, and Lincoln Park After Dark has been on my wish list, literally on my nail polish direct wish list for months. Big Apple Red is the best red polish in the world ever, next to Victoria and Albert by Nails Inc. But Big Apple Red has my heart. I love that polish. And then I've had another one on my wish list for ages that I just really love the look of, called My Italian is a Little Rusty. And it's a really beautiful, rusty, orangey shade, perfect for autumn, winter. Love it, love it, love it. That is what I'm after. So I'm going to tick those off my list. Then I need an additional Elemis Super C serum. This serum I got in a today's special value, and it has fast become my favourite serum of all time. I have pigmentation, I suffer with bumps and spots sometimes, things like that. And this is Elemis's version of a vitamin C. I can't use vitamin C on my skin, it just aggravates my skin, something chronic. But this is another level. Within 2 or 3 days, my pigmentation was gone. I don't use it every day. I use it 2 or 3 times a week, and I then swap out the other days for a facial oil or for a hyaluronic acid pump thing. So I do that, but I need another one because I've got halfway through mine, and I have got a spare, but I know that I'm going to need it. So I'm going to look for it on Black Friday and just see what happens. So I'm going to tick that off my list. Then I also would like some good American pull-on jeans. They recently released these, and I think they're like jeggings, but they are proper good American jeans. I love skinny jeans. Now that I'm slimmer, I love them even more. I think with a jumper in the winter, these are going to look amazing. With some boots, these are going to look great. I would love to try a pair. And they're not too expensive to begin with, but if I can get them at 30-40% off, which Good American are usually very good at the sales, because again, they ship from the USA, so you get the USA savings and the USA sales, because over here, we're still not so great on those. Then next up, for the more kind of boring things, I am going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to buy a vlogging camera. At the moment, talking to you guys, I use my iPhone, which works well, but I would like things to be a lot clearer. I would like things to sound better. They come with a little microphone. It's just a more professional setup. So it's not quite as glamorous as my Dyson Airwrap that you're sitting on with my Amazon tripod. Sorry to ruin the illusion of all the glamour, but that's the situation we're working with. So I want a vlogging camera. I've got my eye on 1 or 2. I'm going to be putting them in different wish lists at different electrical places, and then whichever has the best sale, I'm going to jump on that immediately. Then the next thing is I've put some on my Christmas list. So I'm not going to be buying these, I don't think, but I'm going to be looking out for my mum because I've put them on my wish list for her. And these are my Daisy small square hoops. I have the large ones and I have the small ones, but I have 3 holes in my ears. and I really want a third pair of the second pair of the mini hoops so I could wear all three together. So I put them on my list. So they are only available from Daisy, so that's where I'm going to send my mum if I find the sale. So I'm going to let her know. So although they're on my wish list, they're a bit of a cheat because I might not be buying them. That's it. It's quite a small list. So what I now do is I will go through all of the websites that I'm signed up to, and I will put these things in a wish list. So when the sale goes live, what I tend to do is just go to all those websites and look at my wish list. If the sales are there, if the savings are there, they'll be available there. So you can just move your wish list to your cart. That way you don't miss out on anything, because Black Friday is a bit insane. People go a bit wild and everything just sells out really quickly. So I am really aware of that. So I would say get your wish list ready, prepare yourself, and get what you want this year. What do you want? Tell me, leave comments, because I'm so interested in what people love, and I might be able to help direct you places. So I will read the comments, I will put in any deals that I find. Again, follow me on Instagram because I'll talk about it on Instagram as well. But I would urge you all to go to QVC, look at them for Elemis and stuff like that, because if you want any Elemis, Benefit, Dyson, things like that, QVC is the place to go to. For the Pat McGrath, I would stick to Pat McGrath, look at her website, maybe Selfridges, but because she's in the States, again, you get those American savings, which are amazing. MAC, maybe go to MAC. I signed up today to be on their wait list. They're already opened their wait list now, and it is the 12th of November. So, you know, stick to that. Yeah, for Hourglass, I'm going to sign up to Hourglass, and I will also look at Selfridges, and I think they're on Space NK and Cult Beauty, I believe they're in. Good American, I'll stay to Good American because they have the best sales. For OPI, I would go to Nail Polish Direct. That's where I tend to get all my OPI from. OPI themselves, their website isn't very good. Their prices are sky high, so I wouldn't really bother with that. But yeah, and for the vlogging camera, I've gone to like Curry's, I've gone to Amazon, I've gone to another one, I can't remember. So yeah, PC World, like Curry's PC World. So yeah, I'm kind of all set and ready to rock for next week. So let me know what you guys are getting and what you're looking for and what you're excited about. Do you save money for Black Friday? I have a little pot that I put away things in, and I think at the moment I've got like 200 quid in it. So I've got quite a good balance for all of this. And I think it really helps to plan that kind of thing, because then you're not overwhelmed when the sales come up. If you have a pot of money, once that's gone, that's gone. That could be your budget. You know, these kind of things are really useful to stick to if you don't just want to go absolutely ballistic and go wild and buy loads of stuff. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found this video useful. Happy shopping, and do let me know what you got. I will follow this video up in a few weeks with what I bought, how much I paid for it, all of that kind of stuff. If I stuck to my list, if I went over budget, we'll discuss in a later video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week for a new video.